Okay,
Ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome!
Welcome.
This is P over here,
M over there.
Patricia,
Mariah.
and together
We are
PM Artist Studio. And today we are here to talk about all the fun things that are going to happen in the 2024 Makers Creative Collab. It may even go on beyond that. I was thinking about that. I was like, do I want to make this just about 2024? Because this could be just the way that it goes on. And this could always be our video. So if you've made it over here, that means that you've probably, you're interested in or are already a part of the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group.
Yes.
Now, that being said, if you aren't, all that information's down below. Be a part of Makers.
Oh, yeah, down below our heads.
Yeah, down in that description part.
Yeah.
That's super fun. All right, now, we have done this during a live stream, so we have some live interaction. And so, if you do have a question during the live stream, or even if you are watching this on replay or as a video, leave those comments down below. We will get to you. We will answer them. We will, get you the information you are seeking. If you are here in the live stream, please do it in all caps, because, I'm trying to keep this kind of slow, but, enough. All right, so here's the funness of what's going to happen in 2024, because we want to expand this. And I'm going to read my little thing, so pardon me on it being very, regimented there. Makers Creative Collab is opening up in 2024 to grow our community and connect with even more of our arty friends. Yeah, that's y'all. Any of y'all. That means...
And y'all out there that aren't here yet.
Yeah. Newbies, let us know. We are dropping the hop and amping up the collab with hashtags.
Do you know what they are?
So here, I'm glad that you asked that. Anyone on any platform can use the monthly theme hashtags to post and inspire others. For even more arty inspo, take your MCC 2024, or, if we're still going with this one past 2024, we'll see. Take those over to the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Arts Facebook group known as Makers. That's why we call it the Makers Collab, where we can mash it all up with the other events. And what events do you say? Hey, we have. Okay, hold on. Let me tell you what we have. We have a monthly header that can be... Now, that's that's just something that we pop in there and I pick it. That really isn't like an event, but I did want to mention it. We have swaps that are handled by Colleen, a color combo by Paula Keene and Carrie. We have the Makers Collage Challenge that's headed up by Eddie. And then we have the Makers Creative Collab. That's this thing that we're mainly talking about here. But if you want to mash those all up into a, what did I call it here? It was pretty brilliant. Quadfecta.
Quadfecta.
Of events and awesomeness, you totally can. Each month, what's going to happen is a theme will be posted in Makers. I'm going to try to post it across not only in Makers, but on Instagram, the same little graphic that lets people know, hey, this is what the month's theme is. And so if you need more than just a theme, then that's where you can mix in the rest of those events.
And I really love that, because I don't get a lot involved in a lot of those because I feel constrained. But when I can mix it up and mix and match it and whatever, I feel the freedom.
Yes. So like if you are like, okay, well, I love the theme, but now what am I going to make? Well, then the swap, mix it in with that. Because Colleen always puts in, it's going to be a tag, a postcard, a this or a that. Well, then with her, she doesn't, there are some prompts, but if you want even more prompts, then what you do is you start going, okay, well, I want the color combo because that's awesome. That lets me know what colors I should use for this thing. And then if you have questions about, I need a little bit more, you grab up those collage prompts from Eddie and rock that in there too. And then you have the quadfecta.
You do.
You do. Okay, so to participate, all you have to do is create something within the theme of the month, post it whenever. No deadlines. None. No deadlines.
For the whole month.
So if you are a content creator, you are a YouTuber, and you are on top of your game, and you are like, hey, I need to post this now, go for it. Do it. Make sure those hashtags
are... The hop thing, though, is different. That's one day.
No more hop.
No more hopping?
No more hopping. Dropping the hop.
Dropping the hop. Wow. Okay.
We are dropping hop for hashtags. Ding, ding.
No more hopping.
That's right. That way, you guys, whenever you create something, if you are inspired, you will then just get it done and post it and put those hashtags. Now, I am going to do my very best whenever all of this is happening. If you tag me and I am aware of your video, I am going to have a Makers 2024 Creative Collab playlist on our channel.
Oh, a playlist.
If you want to be featured in that, you need to make sure that I know that your video exists.
Oh.
Otherwise, like, I'm not going to go out and just search things, but make sure those hashtags are being used and make sure I am tagged. Another great thing, a way to do that would be to put this video, because we're going to slice this up, it's going to be a video on our channel that plays regularly, and you will be able to then link this video to let other people know how they can also get involved in the Makers Creative Club. The hashtags do work on YouTube. Yes, indeed. In fact, that's one of the reasons we really want them to be utilized. You can put them in your title, or you can put them down below in your description. YouTube typically features, I think, 2 to 3 hashtags up in the upper part of your channel, and then those are really clickable and seen right there at the video level. But any of those hashtags, if somebody were to search them, your stuff, any of those hashtags that you have utilized down below in your description area will be threads and can be then seen within whatever that hashtag is. So
now, will all of this be available in printed form for those of us who need reminders?
Yes,
will it show up?
That's a very good question. I am going to post this particular, all of the about the collab in Makers like we usually do. You will have a file there. I would probably make a bigger post to let everybody know about this same information. So if you're looking for it and you want to share it maybe with your friends or somebody else, I think it would be fun too. Like if people are getting involved in this and then get a couple of people involved, you could even create your own little hop that could be a spinoff of it with your friends that say, hey, we all did this together. That is totally on you. There are many, many things that could be done that will not only help you in getting your inspo out there, but then helping with growing this arty community within Makers and the Creative Collab. I just thought this was finally a way that people could utilize it, because it was really hard. Like we could only we had to limit if it was the hop. There's only so many people that can, link together. Plus it was a lot of, behind the scenes time coordinating with everybody and making sure it's all hooked up, where this can just happen whenever and you guys are ready. Yes, there will be, so great question, David. Each month, like I said, I will post across on the community tab here in YouTube. I will post in Makers first and foremost, because that's where a lot of people are and, all the stuff kind of happens. And then over on Instagram, what the monthly one is. We are not going to put them out much like the color challenge or the color prompts we are going to surprise you guys each month. Part of that is that I think that it's going to be more fun to surprise people. And then secondly, it leaves us a little chance if we need to alter it, because it's very organic how all of us work throughout the year. So that way we can
some brilliant idea comes up and you just like, oh my gosh, this is great.
We need to hop on that, because there's been lots of times that we're finally working on something that we're like, ooh, this is kind of cool, and then other people are getting onto it, and it's like, okay, well maybe if we could, if it happens just so right, just so at the right time, planets align.
Yeah.
And we're all like, oh, let's do this. And that's not even to say that maybe during the year, if there are particular themes that a lot of us regular YouTubers and, we bring on some new people, we don't coordinate a hop. We certainly could do that, but that is not a definite thing that is happening with each and every month. This way they can just grab it up, you can do it. And if you aren't if you just like to post things on Instagram, that can happen there. So yeah.
Nancy wants to know about the hop. Nancy, you can go back and hashtag the hop.
Well, so previous.
What if she wanted to watch old hops? Are they available?
Oh, of course, yeah. Like whenever we were involved in a hop, I would create a playlist. but most of them have been posted in Makers at some point in time. But yeah, that's just the Creative Club, when the YouTubers would get together and then we have a hop. But we are no longer going to be, doing that.
Yes, Susan Beaulieu says less regimented, more organic. If that is our goal there, because I think it is. Flexibility is something that you need to have.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Carrie. Carrie's keeping me on track here. I love it. Thank you. That was a good question. So, another thing that's going to happen in January, starting like January 1st, all events will be posted at the same time on the 1st of every month. Like January 1, boom, all of them. Then what I am going to do is take that information. I will say, hey, here are all of the events. I'm going to do a main post in our featured area. Again, this is why it's really cool to be a part of the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, because we feature things. That's where we mainly post. I'm going to do my best to post over here on the community in YouTube, because I think that's kind of another great place that people find our information. But all of the events, so that way you could quadfecta, day one if you want to, and we're not, things aren't just getting separated out. It's, at the 1st of every month, all of the events are going to post, and it's going to be in the featured area of Makers, if you want to combo everything. So yes. And exactly, like Darcy is saying, that as artists, flexibility is key, and some of us struggle with timelines. I mean, it is tricky. Like, especially when you're trying to get so many people, and some people want to do big projects, some people just want to do a little project, and this way, like, I think it takes the pressure off of, with that timeline that it's like, okay, we need it by this time. You can you just spend the whole month. And the other thing is even if you wanted to go back to previous themes, you can go and do those. And then it still falls in line with all the other information, with all the other hashtags and things of that month. So there are going to be 2 hashtags. We want to make sure that you have the Makers Creative Collab 2024 as a hashtag, and then whatever the theme is. And that one you'll have to wait to see what those are each month.
So do you hashtag the theme too? You do the little pound sign?
The what?
Do you hashtag the theme after Makers?
Yes.
So it has to have its separate little
own
symbol.
hashtag. Yeah. And that's what we've been doing previously anyway. We always said it need to have Makers Creative Collab. And I don't know if the 2024 is a have to. Maybe we just keep it Makers Creative Collab. So that way it shooshes right in there with all of the previous. Or we just kind of make it 2024. I don't know. I don't know that matters. Because it will.
Well, we can put it out there and y'all can think about that and get back to it.
Or depending on what you want to use in your post. If you want to collect it with previous years, or if you want to separate it. It's going to have a collection. Either way. So, will the swap be a part of that monthly announcement? Yes. All the swaps. Every event of those, of our quadfecta there is going to have its own post, and then it will happen all on the 1st. You won't have to wait a couple of days for this one or that one or any of that. Yes. So, that pretty much wraps it up. Unless, any of my team, my event people, did I miss anything? It is quite possible.
I like keep it simple. Yes. Mm-hmm. The use of a hashtag is computer code. Oh.
Yeah. You stop reading things. Okay, Mariah, can the theme be different from the quadfecta? Yes. So now the Makers Creative Club, you need to kind of stay within the theme. We leave it pretty loose. Be creative. In fact, I'm glad you said that. Here's something that is from even previous. Always look at each theme literally and figuratively. Go rogue whenever possible. Make each piece work the way you want and not the theme. Be creative in your interpretations and keep your project simple. If you want to expand on the collaboration theme, do it in a series. And that's that definitely applies to the hashtag business. Because before, it was really hard, because we wanted those videos to be short. I still think that that's a great way. If you want to participate in the Makers Creative Club and you're the content creator, do that little teaser video. And then all month long,
add to it.
We'll do your process videos and go back to it, because you're only building on not only the fact that there's that theme going on that others are participating in, but you are building your content that is searchable within those threads, those hashtags.
Sherry wants to know if we're still going to get swap partners.
Okay, so again, the swaps, all the events will be exactly as they have been before, as far as like just kind of setting up and everything. Now, Carrie posted, or he did his video and let y'all know that, you know, in 2024, I think they're going to 3 colors, and they are going to, and then Carrie's going to participate in more of these versus just doing those just color combo videos. The swap and all of that, even if you just want to participate in the swap, go for it. It does not have to be comboed with anything. We are just saying this would be a great way to utilize all of the events, participate in all of them if you want, or 2 or 1, or hey, I want to do the theme plus the swap. That's cool. Ooh, I want to maybe just do the theme, the swap, and the color combo. That's fun too. No worries. Yeah, so all of that is just gonna, yeah. But totally okay to go straight into a process video. Yep. You can do those long form videos just as long as you got your hashtags and you just want to one and done. I think that that is perfectly acceptable, and that way, because what's going to happen is people are going to be watching your content in real time versus this scheduled hop, which a lot of people felt kind of bad that, you know, either it'd take them a couple of days, especially when we had like 13 or 14 people involved. That was really tricky. And now we can have tons and tons of people. And then please do mention in your videos that you are participating in the Makers Creative Collab, and that if people are interested in more of these or want to participate, that information, they can either use the hashtags or the information or the link down below to watch this particular video.
Well, I think prompts should prompt your creativity. They shouldn't, you know, contain it. And I think when you have that built-in flexibility, I think more people are going to be involved. Now, there is a downside. Some people need a little bit more direction. You know, well, wait until you see a few others that people have done and posted, and then you'll start getting an idea. You can take from what the people are presenting within Makers and get some ideas.
Exactly. And like Sherry said, it will help everybody grow their channels. Those of you that are content creators that are getting involved. And then I think it makes a lot of the people that are in Makers or just YouTube watchers feel really connected, that they can participate along with your particular one. Especially if you get it done earlier in the month, you get your subscribers involved. Tell them to do their things. Post about it. Let you know about it. Go over to Makers and post your thing. Go over to Instagram and post over there. And it'll get people really, I think, connected to more of us than just here. And I like that too.
Expand out.
Yeah.
Send those feelers out there.
Yeah, and then non-YouTubers, share your process images in Makers or wherever. Just use those hashtags, tag us, tag your favorite YouTuber, because they'll make sure that we get it too, and that we're you know, celebrating everybody, because I like to, you know that information is out there and, you know, celebrate y'all too. All right. I think that this was a really good
introduction.
I am. I'm pretty pumped this worked as well as it did, because sometimes it would take us a couple of takes or we would retake some things. So this was pretty fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, answering the questions, and being a part of this video. Stay tuned for more in 2024.
There we go.
Boom shakalaka, y'all!